There is no good or bad things that happen. They're just things that happen. It just is. I had my toilet plug up last night. It wasn't going. It's a relatively new toilet. It's one of those super flush ones. I got it because it was uncloggable. And what happened? My toilet got clogged. It could have been like, oh man, this couldn't happen at a more tougher time. It's worse. I'm going through a bunch of stuff. I'm busy. Oh man, this is horrible, right? That could have been the perception, but it was just like, it just is. And what happened? What happened afterwards? All kinds of great things happened. It got fixed, for one. But two, what? My wife and my daughter got to go get a pedicure. I got to talk to my brother about some plans I got going on and what his advice was. He happened to come over. He was local and he came to visit my folks, our folks. So we got to talk one-on-one. I got to spend time with Victor, my daughter's husband. He helped me out, gave me a hand. And you know what? Just now that I think about it, he didn't help me out. He did most of it. He did most of the tough work. I'll get into the details. So something that could have been seen as, and as I go for this walk here in the daily walk with Sweet Cheeks and the rest of the gang, I got the rest back there. I'll probably as I record this video, I'll start realizing what other great things happen. But that's just off the top that I thought about right now is like, I'm gonna make a video. I already made today's video, but I wanted to make another one. So here we are. There's no bad things that happen or good things that happen. It just is. It's your perception. So what happened, tell you a little bit about the story. I just wanted to give you that value up front of what I meant with the title and kind of what we're going to talk about. And I'll give you a little bit of the story. Friday night. No, was it Friday night? What's today? Today's Monday. Sunday night, we found out, bam, the toilet's not flushing. And like I was telling you, we got this maybe at most a year ago. It's those, I think it's pronounced Kohler. Like you flush it and it goes stunk. You know, the whole floor shakes almost as it like rushes off. And we haven't been able to plug it. We used to we had a throwback 80s, maybe 90s, no 80s toilet that would often get plugged. So that was our thing. It's like, we need to get something that just guarantees it. We saw it, we bought it at Lowe's. I forgot, a couple $100 or whatever. And it's been working. And then all of a sudden, which all of a sudden was Sunday, the toilet isn't flushing. Like, what do you mean? This is like an unpluggable toilet. What are you talking about? And sure enough, I came home. I was out working. I came home, flushed it. It would like just your classic flush. You'd flush it, you'd dump in the water. The jets would dump in the water, but then it wouldn't go. It's like, okay, so definitely, text everybody in the house, like, don't use the toilet, it doesn't work. Oh, shit. What are we gonna do? Well, we're gonna fix it, I guess. Like, all right, cool. And at the moment, it was like the anxiety, oh man, this couldn't happen at a worse time. Right away, I'm still working on that so hard, that victim mindset right away happening to me, right? And I'm like, no, change it up real quick. Right away, go bust some push-ups. Elevated my attitude. No, this is happening for me. There's something to learn here. What's there to learn? That's where it's not up to you it's not up to me to find what is there to learn. It's just be grateful. Find gratitude. Be like a lotus flower, right? They grow in the filth. Find goodness in this. Okay, well, I kind of know what I'm doing. I got YouTube. I got my brother who knows a lot. My dad's in town. He knows a lot. As much as I'm trying not to have that victim mindset, it's like, okay, let's go. But I know there's something to learn here. Be thankful. I was thankful, so there was that. Make a long story short, woke up in the morning. I was like, okay, well, I guess this is what I got to do. Today is what I'm working on today. But I thought, you know what? Let me go use the bathroom somewhere, so I don't have to have that as a worry. So my wife and I went to the local Barnes & Noble. They were still cleaning the bathrooms. Their bathrooms, they were getting cleaned because it was in the morning still. So I grabbed the book and I was reading it, and I got to read a couple quotes. One of them was, I think it's by Seneca. I guess he's like an old philosopher, right? It said something like, things that happen just happen. I'm not quoting it because I can't remember. I'm actually probably gonna go back and buy the book. It's like $8, something like that. It was right by the bathrooms. Coincidence? I think not. I said, life, things just happen. It's your perception of what happens that determines whether you see them as good or bad. I was like, what a quote to read. Or Aurelius, probably saying that wrong. It was one of those two. And I was like, right now, as this is happening. So I was like, yeah, it just is. So I was like, all right, as much as I don't like to say, probably the second thing I don't like to do is remove toilets. The first thing is I don't like going into crawl spaces underneath my house, which I have to do pretty soon. So I went home and I got to it. And Victor was right there to give me a hand. Like, let's go. Let's handle this. All right, we're going to handle it. We got in there. We did it. And then the whole process went through, right? It wasn't working. We tried to do it without removing the toilet, plunging it. I forgot that one little pipe that like a little tube blows up into a balloon and then shoots a stream of water. Tried that. Dripper drainer. I forgot. I read it in the package, but I forgot. This is just a tool that you put at the end of your water hose, and it turns it into like a jet stream, but it creates a seal by blowing up into a balloon. Well, what that did is it broke the wax ring that sits underneath the toilet, kind of like a little seal that keeps it from leaking when you flush it. So now we start leaking. Like, every flush is a little bit of water. So that was a reason for me, old school me, would have whined and complained and like, oh no, now I gotta do this. I remember I just got up and I was like, perfect. I go, perfect reason to take off the toilet, and now we could really get in there. And Victor was like, yeah, that's right, let's go. So I was like, called my brother up, he's giving me help desk. And he was like, yeah, just go ahead and take it out. So we took it out, removed it, did some adjustments, changed the wax seal into a rubber seal that doesn't require the wax seal no more. And bottom line, we fixed it. It's all cleaned up. It's all dialed in. It worked. And I'm still like, what was there to learn here? Because I'm still at that life doesn't happen for me. I'm sorry, life doesn't happen to me. It happens for me. There's something to learn here. Be thankful about something within the situation. Okay, I was grateful about something, but I was still trying to figure out what's there to learn. So we packed up the fur babies and we came out. Okay, look at that sunset. We came out for this beautiful walk, and here is where I realized it. I learned that things just are. And I knew that already, but this was a perfect example. It's like things just are. They're not good or bad, they just are. It's your perception, like that quote at Barnes & Noble said. And although I already knew that, it was just a reminder right then and there. I was like, well, what's there to learn? That good things happen. There's lotus flowers everywhere. And good things happen while you think something that you could see as bad is taking place. It wasn't bad. It just was. My toilet got plugged. I had to remove it. I had to put the snake. There's some gross stuff that was stuck up in there. We got it. We fixed it. We sounds like a lot of people. It was mostly Victor. He handled it. But all the great things that happened. I said at the beginning, I'll remind you, I got to spend time with Victor. He's my daughter's husband. Youngsters, they're new at this. It's cool. He's learning about, tools. He's learning about different ways, stuff that my dad and my brother taught me when I was growing up. I get to share with him. He's interested in learning it, so that's cool. My wife and my daughter went to go get a pedi. That's something that they haven't done together, and I don't know how. I think they used to go get their nails done when they were babies and stuff. When she was a baby, my daughter was a baby, but they actually sat there and got chair massage y todo, got the toes looking are all cute. I'm gonna go get a pedicure that I was having done. I was like, that's so special. I got to talk to my brother. He stopped by, like I said at the beginning. He stopped by. He's like, here, I'm at the house. You want me to stop by? He's like, yeah, stop by. He checked it out. He gave me his A-OK. He's like, yeah, looks like you did it, Ran the hose, put the hose down the drain. Just, let's turn on the water, see what happens. As we shot shit for a little bit, talking about some other questions I had about home improvements. The water was going. Then he just gave a thumbs up. You're good, bro. Go ahead and install it. You got this. I was like, yes. Looking back now, I was like, I got to chit chat with my bro there for a while. That's freaking dope. I got to be able to tell my dad, hey, Pops, I fixed it. He's like, all right, good job. It was all in text because we had to go. I shot him a text. He's like, hey, if you need anything, I know there's, easy access to elbows underneath the house in the crawl space. And I was like, okay, cool. We're already installing the toilet, cleaning up. Gives me the big thumbs up. It's a great feeling to have my dad shoot me a thumbs up. That's beast. That's beasted up. And to know that, hey, I was able to do this with the stuff that you taught me when I was a little kid. It was great. It was a great feeling. I had the tools. I was able to do it. But these moments, these cool-ass moments with my wife, my daughter, Vic. Then Cam comes home, my son. And as I'm sitting there, waiting for Victor to do all the fun stuff, he started telling me about a cool story that happened at work. Right now he works at a Chick-fil-A. Said he had this cool encounter with this cool-ass dude with this badass BMW. And it was all souped up. And he was telling me that, yeah, that's his daily driver, that he has some other ones. And he was so jazzed, just to see my son excited about something. Just I know that something's going on in the background there. He's building goals. He's making goals. I love when he desires things. I love when he wants to I want that. Good. Recognize that that's your conscience telling you what you should have. So it was nice to hear that. So it was like blessings on blessings. Look at that. Ooh. All natural right here. Just on an iPhone. Look at that. What a backdrop. This is happening right now. Yeah, this has nothing to do with the toilet, but if I was grumpy and all upset, whatever, would I appreciate this right now? Nah. So remember when you get a compression and something happens, some bullshit happens at work, they cut your hours, they let you go, business isn't doing well, you lost a big sale, or the phone ain't ringing, or you didn't manage your money. We haven't been managing your money well, but the bills are still magically coming in, or you messed up because you messed up, whatever. You gotta remember, there is no things are not good or bad. They just are. It's just your perception, the way you see them. If you see them in a bad way, you just have a bad attitude. Go raise your attitude. Go bust some burpees. One of the most valuable exercises I learned how to do were burpees. They're freaking magical. You ever feel like you're just nothing's going my way, everything's horrible, this sucks, whatever. Oh, that's just a reflection of my attitude. I have a low attitude. Go bust some burpees and say, no, there is no good or bad. It just is. And there's blessings. There's blessings within the stuff that's happening. I just have to wait for them and look for them. And how do I do that? Just be grateful that you get to experience this adversity. I get to do this. This is not bad. It just is. And watch what's going to happen. And yes, I'm going to do my best to solve it. And I'm going to have a high attitude while I'm doing it. And you can't sit there and say, I have a high attitude. I have a high attitude. I have a high attitude. You can't speak yourself into a high attitude. You got to go do movement. Go get those burpees in. Go get that walking. Go get that exercise in. Elevate your attitude so you can be able to see the good in the challenge that you're going through. Hey, don't forget to subscribe if you got this far. Just hit the subscribe button. You could always unsubscribe later. And don't forget, if you want to get into more of a kick it session with me, a little round table, a little chit chat, I do a live call every week. I'll be doing live calls every week in my community, in my coaching class. Hit the description. In the description, hit the link. Yeah, I'm running a sale right now. I'm about to try to sell you something too, by the way. So if you don't want me to try to sell you anything, I'll catch you on the next video. But if you want to hear me tell you a little bit of what I'm going to sell you and the promo I got going on right now, stick around. It's going to be later on. The price is going to be $50 a month. I don't know how long it's going to stay at $50. It might go up. I don't know. But right now, the group is $10 a month for the first 50 people that sign up. It'll be $10 a month. And it'll be $10 a month for life. As long as you don't unsubscribe, the price stays at $10. Even though it'll go up later to $50, your price will stay at $10. So you can take advantage of that promo I got going on right now. Here's what it is. It's a weekly coaching call live. It's a call though. It's not a live video only. It's a call. So you get to ask questions. You get to build a community with other people there. You can meet people, and we'll talk about subjects like this. You could ask your questions. Maybe I'll ask what you guys want to talk about this week. After I give the talk, we'll get into a conversation, like I said, Q&A, situations that you may be going through, similar situations. You may have like a snag, everybody has their own uniqueness. That's the time to ask it. You can message us, you can message each other, you can message the group, you can message me. It's on the school app. Like I said, go to the link. You could always unsubscribe there too once you sign up. But again, if it's past the 50 subscribers, you may have to pay the higher price if you want to subscribe later. So go check it out. The link is in the description. It's the Mr. Albert Lopez crew. Weekly live calls, $10 a month to the first 50 members. And after that, it's going to go into $50 a month. Love to see you there. I want to build that community. Be one of the first. Let's hang out and continue to self-develop and become the versions of us that we respect and admire. Okay, now it's really dark and I gotta go. I'll talk to you guys later.